There has been a lot of love for Bardock. I mean, he's the father of Goku, one of the oldest Saiyans we ever got to see, with the obvious exception of these guys. And unlike most characters in Dragon Ball, Bardock has had a few different storylines. Most people know him as the lone Saiyan who tried to take down Frieza. Others know him as the original Super Saiyan, and then barely anyone, probably because we haven't seen much of him yet, knows him as Time Breaker Bardock. And while I was searching around for Dragon Ball stuff, I found this. Basically what this is a manga created by Young Gigi, the same guy who made such characters as Eyes and Super Saiyan 4 Gohan from Dragon Ball AF. He's recently come out with a brand new volume and it's titled Bardock After. And from what I can tell, it is an alternate storyline from the original. And I always like looking at stuff like this because this is how other people see Dragon Ball and how they're interpreting the story. We see here, similar to the episode of Bardock, it starts off with him being blown away by the blast that will go on to destroy planet Vegeta. Bardock then has a major future vision about his son. This right here is when Frieza just got hit with a spirit bomb. And a few pages later, Bardock sees his son as a Super Saiyan. Originally, Bardock couldn't see that far ahead, so straight away, Young Gigi's interpretation of this is already slightly different. Now skip ahead a few pages, we see Bardock waking up in a room, so just like the special, Frieza's blast didn't kill him, and Bardock will live on. However, once he wakes up, there is a hand on his door, and who else would walk in but a Yardrat. Now I just want to quickly mention that since this is a new release, there is no English translation anywhere, so I'm going 100% off these illustrations. So the Yardrat comes in and introduces himself. He then goes on to talk about the planet and how it was attacked by a bunch of Frieza's soldiers, and look at this for coincidence, apparently Bardock and his old crew, by pure chance, landed on the exact same planet as these Frieza soldiers. Bardock's old crew saw what was going on, and since Bardock is Bardock, he protected the Yardrats just to spite Frieza. The Yardrats are really nice people. When Frieza unleashed his ultimate attack, the reason Bardock survived in this alternate reality is actually because the Yardrats had remembered what he had done for them and used their famous instant transmission technique to teleport in and save him, which honestly makes a whole lot more sense than being sent back in time. So in this version of the Bardock story, they are in age 737. When Bardock hears about Frieza and what he did to planet Vegeta, he is pissed. Time eventually passes, and just like Goku will do 25 years from now, Bardock is training in the way of the Yardrat. They even gave him his own custom Yardrat suit, and he eventually even learns the instant transmission. Now as Bardock is training, the only thing keeping him motivated is Frieza. He desperately wants to kill Frieza. A few days pass and Bardock is ready. He says goodbye to the Yardrats and heads straight for the other side of the universe. Randomly showing up at a Frieza planet, he kicks the shit out of the guard standing there, and this is what I really like about Bardock. This is borderline Black Goku. He flies up and all surrounding buildings are now destroyed. More of Frieza's elite soldiers try to come up and fight him off, but as you'd expect, Bardock is on a whole other level. He then goes down to one of the buildings that he didn't destroy, finds some Saiyan armor, and makes it his own. Unfortunately, that is where Dragon Ball Z Bardock After Volume 1 concludes. His ultimate goal in this version, because he is still alive, is to kill Frieza, and that is what we're going to be seeing throughout the rest of this manga. Honestly, I found this alternate version of events interesting enough to read through without even an English translation, so let me know what you think. And I guess the lack of Dragon Ball Super content is making me want to find more Dragon Ball. Anyway, I want to thank you all for watching. If you like these kind of alternate scenarios, let me know. And until we meet again, I will see you in the next Dragon Ball video.